On this pilot episode of the Film Fanatics, we'll be discussing theatre and why it is important, what benefits it has to streaming, my experience from seeing Sound of Freedom, and what movies to expect in the month of October. The Film Fanatics starts right now. Greetings, hi, hello, salutations. Welcome everybody to the premiere pilot episode of the Film Fanatics. I am your host. It is I am the one. It's me, Teddy Noel. And it's an awesome honor and privilege, as it is every day, to have you, our friends, gather around as we talk about our favorite things in the world, movie and movie news, TV and streaming, and all sorts of good stuff. Not just giving you my own opinions, but giving you some information and context so you guys can form your own well-informed opinions, whether they end up being the same or completely different from mine. Yes. Welcome once again to the pilot episode. I mean, when you're watching a new series, if it's first episode, they call it the pilot episode. So basically, yeah, this is the pilot, the premiere, the opening of the Film Fanatics. Yes, we are fanatics. I am a fanatic, and if you are listening to this podcast, you are a fanatic. We are lovers of movies, we are lovers of TV shows, we are lovers of streaming, and it has been a dream of mine to start a community, a hub for us movie lovers. Since I actually noticed there hasn't been more of that here in Nigeria. Not really a podcast for people to talk about movies. Sure, there are podcasts for music and other things, but movies not really. So yeah, I sought it out as as a passion, as a goal, to start my own podcast, to talk about movies, because I love movies and I love talking about them. And I'm sure the audiences that are listening to this episode, we also love movies as well, and we also love to talk about movies. You want to send your opinions, comments about anything, probably what we discuss in it, probably what we discuss in an episode of the Film Fanatics, or probably an opinion of a movie you've seen, or anything you actually want to talk about, anything you actually want me to hit on. Just send a direct message to my Twitter account, which is at Teddy Noel, T uppercase N uppercase. That is TEDDYNUEL. Don't forget T uppercase N uppercase at Teddy Noel. Send your opinions. Send your anything you want. Anything you want me to touch on. Anything you want us to talk about. Don't be shy to reach out to me. Yeah, because your comments will actually go a long way to progressing this podcast. So yeah, I'm sure, just as you heard in the introduction, we'll actually be talking about movie. Movie, of course. I said movie. Wow, I can't even get my words straight. I will be talking about theaters, and the benefits of going to the cinemas / theaters to see a movie. I would say I am an advocate for going to the movies. I am a lover of going to the theaters to see a movie, because it adds to it. And I really don't understand why people who don't want to go to the theaters to see a movie. I have friends that will be like, why will go cinema, go watching? Why have you just download and watch them for hours? Why have you just stream them for Netflix and all those streaming platforms and stuff? We all have I have this theory of mine that I said movies are arts, right? Movies are arts, and art speaks to us differently. So the way art speaks to me might be different from the way art speaks to person B, right? So because I love this movie does not mean you should love that movie as well. If I love it and you don't love it, it is fine. It speaks to us differently. Just because I don't love it does not mean you shouldn't love that movie too. So I understand why. I don't understand, because that is bullshit to me, but then again, I understand why you would not want to go to the cinemas to go and watch a blockbuster movie. And why would you rather just sit at home and stream? I mean, you basically stream movies in your house every day. Every day you stream movies. And when a blockbuster movie comes out, probably like a Batman, or probably like a new Spider-Man movie, or probably like a new Superman movie, you rather just sit at home and wait for it to be on streaming and you watch it. I mean, that's boring. That's boring as fuck, man. That's boring, honestly. Excuse my language, but I mean, this is not a PG-13 show, so it's not a PG-13 show. So yeah, why is it important to go to the theaters or the cinemas to watch a movie? I mean, it doesn't really need much convincing, I would say, because I would just say the experience of it all. Like the experience, the audiences I mean, look at watching a football match at home and going to the viewing center to watch a football match. It is completely different. The atmosphere, the banter you get to have with the audiences there. You know, you get to relate with the fans watching the movie, supporting the same football team as you are. You know, even the rival fans, you all get to banter. Some people will just come. I am a Man U supporter, so I go to even if Man U is not playing in a match. I mean, we're playing today by 8:00, but right now Man City are playing. So if I wasn't here, recording this podcast, I would have been in a viewing center watching a Man City match. Just to banter them, just to say, "Oh, you all are trash" and all of that. You understand? Even though I know they are good. But the fun of it all, just to make fun of, just the banter, just that excitement, that fun, that conversation you all get to have when you're watching that. I mean, just there. So that's the same feeling you get when you go to the cinemas or the theaters to watch a movie, to watch a blockbuster, not just any movie, a blockbuster movie. Do you understand? The gasp you all have. Do you understand? You get to talk to the audiences, to get their reactions after seeing said movie. Do you understand? I don't think I need to convince you all that much. The sound adds, man. The sound in the movie theater, it adds up, man. Honestly, it improves a scene. The experience. I mean, you are just there in the cinema, in the room, in the theater room, watching this movie, blocked from the distractions of life. It's like you are immersed in that movie, in that world building. You get to immerse yourself. You get to experience. It's like watching it in 4DX. I mean, that's like being in. I mean, you are in and you're in and you're in again. Do you understand? You get to appreciate the cinematography, the visuals, the performances. It's just a different feeling on its own. It's different from just sitting in your house and streaming it, or probably having like a physical physical media of that movie with you, probably your DVD, you're inserting disc and you're watching it. It's different. It's different from how downloading the movie from like a website or something. It's different. I mean, all of those still count as streaming. It still does. They're all just forms of streaming. They're all forms of streaming media, but they're all still streaming. So it is different. Seeing the movie in the theater, the experience you get is different from the experience you get by streaming it at home. For example, we went to see. I and two friends of mine went to see No Way Home in the cinema. Spider-Man No Way Home. I mean, that movie is a fun movie. It is not. I won't say it's a good Spider-Man movie. I mean, people who bash me. People might probably bash me in the comments or something. Or probably in my DMs, come and bash me and say, "Why would you say Spider-Man is not a good Spider-Man movie?" I won't say it is a good Spider-Man movie. I would just say it is a fun movie. They treated the fans. That's just what I'll say. If I was to, say which is a great Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man 2 is there. That's the Sam Raimi Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire. Then you have Into the Spider-Verse. That's that Spider-Man cartoon that came out 2018 or so. And the second one that's Across Spider-Verse. Yeah, those are in contention for which is the best Spider-Man movie. But I won't tell you which is the best one now because this is not the episode for that. We'll have that discussion later. So yeah, I won't say No Way Home is, a great Spider-Man movie. But it was a fun movie. It was a good movie overall. That's just what I'll say. It was a good movie, right? And it was different. You were in the cinema. You had a lot of audiences there. I mean, look at that scene where, even though we knew Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield were going to be in the movie reprising their roles as Peter Parker and Spider-Man. You probably read it somewhere or you saw a leak somewhere, you were well aware that, these people will be there. But, still seeing it in the cinema though, with the reactions of people. If you didn't scream to that cameo, if you didn't scream, you probably didn't know those people. I'm telling you, you probably didn't know those people. Probably you are retarded or something. You probably didn't know them. You probably never watched those movies. That is why. But if you were well aware of the Maguire movie, Spider-Man 1 to 3, produced by Sam Raimi, and the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movie, Amazing Spider-Man 1, Amazing Spider-Man 2. The Amazing Spider-Man movies were not that good. But like I said, this is not the episode for that. We'll just have an episode discussing Spider-Man movies in general. So yeah. But Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, these two people played Spider-Man. And we heard that these two people were going to be in the movie. It was a movie to celebrate how long Spider-Man was around in live action, right? I think it was 20 years of making Spider-Man or something like that. I've forgotten, sure. So yeah, we knew they were going to be in the movie, but just seeing them, there's a difference between hearing something and seeing something. Do you understand? Somebody telling you, this thing is going to happen, and you just experiencing that thing in real time. There's a difference. So yeah, that gasp, that experience on its own. It is what's going to the movies for. That is why you go to the movies, for the experience of it all. To meet people, discuss, get your reactions in, get your reviews in. Meet people. You can meet people too. You go to the movies, you meet people now. You can't just go there and just leave and not interact. She understand. It just adds to the experience of it all. So yeah. But I'm not really sure I'm supposed to be, convincing people to go to the cinemas to go and watch movies. It shouldn't be something we should be doing here. If we had to remove, economic issues and all, cinema, going to the cinema should not be a thing of worry. Should not be a thing of, you have to now think that if I go movie now, before I go down broke all this. Back over there in Yankee, they watch movies over now. Even that you have like drive-thrus, you have drive-in cinemas whereby there's a big screen. We probably can't do that here because of land issues and all. So yeah, that's understandable. But there, drive-ins, you go to the cinema, you get your popcorns and stuff. If not, you can probably bring your food and all, sure. But you pay drive-in to. There's a big screen, right? So you are in your car, probably with your babes or something, probably with a friend. Just sit down, grab your movie and your popcorns or your food. Watch the movie, immerse yourself in that world. Immerse yourself. There are different movies with a good world building, right? The Avatar movies, not Avatar: The Last Airbender, but those blue avatars, the one James Cameron did, the two movies that are the biggest movies of all time, Avatar 1 and Avatar 2. I think Avatar 1 is the number one movie of all time. Yes. Then Avatar 2 should be like the number 3 movie of all time. So, and Titanic is like, no, I think Titanic is like is number 4. Yes, number 4. So you have Avatar 1, which is number 1, Avengers Endgame, which is number 2, Avatar 2 Way of Water is number 3, and Titanic, which is number 4. So James Cameron has produced three of the top 4's highest grossing movie of all time. So, I mean, I am not a fan of the Avatar movies, but I am not going to take it away from the fact that it has a good world building, right? Why do you go to the movies? To immerse yourself in the world building. Another movie I will say that has great world building as well is the Batman movie of last year. I mean, I know not everybody loves that movie. I know not everybody has seen it, and I know not everybody in Nigeria are a fan of the character Batman. But I promise you, watch the Batman movie and you will not regret it. If you are a fan of psychological thrillers, if you are a fan of crime thrillers, I mean, if you are just a fan of a good movie, of a good ass movie, watch the Batman. It is not just a Batman movie; it is a good movie overall. I mean, Gotham. I mean, we all know Gotham is like the fictional city of Batman, right? Gotham City in the movie is real. I mean, it's like putting Batman in Nigeria. It's like Batman is like Nigeria. It is real. Do you understand? So like good world building is what we want in movies. Good characterization, good visual effects, good cinematography, good shots. I mean, when you see some certain shots in a movie, you just be like, wow. You can quickly just print this out and hang it up in the wall in your house. I sure you understand. I mean, there's some shots of movies, when you print them out and just hang it up in your house, people just be like, actually you travel. They don't go to say, and from film you bring this thing out. I mean, look at John Wick 4. It has some nice ass shots, man. Nice ass visuals. I mean, I don't know why you guys watch movies though, but when you get to immerse yourself in some movies, man, you just get to escape your troubles of life at that moment. You're in a cinema, no distractions. Just immerse yourself in that world. Immerse yourself in the cinematography. Immerse yourself on just how good that movie is. Do you understand? And then the sound helps too. Like I said earlier, the sound helps. I mean, you are watching a movie in your house. Sometimes you watch a movie, the sound is not protected. You probably not hearing what some of the characters are saying. I mean, I've noticed some people that download subtitles just to watch a certain set of movie. I mean, if I'm downloading the subtitles to watch a movie, probably it's like anime. Probably like in Naruto or something that they're speaking Japanese. Do you understand? Or probably like a Squid Game whereby a Korean movie, even though I'm not a fan of Korean movies, I know you all will attack me, but I don't like Korean movies right now. But those set of movies where I know, okay, I do not understand what these people are saying, so I need a subtitle because I don't like dubs. I am not a fan of English dubs. I am not. I know these people are speaking Yoruba and they are dubbing English and it's not following what they are saying. I am not a fan of dubs. But I'd rather just, read the subtitle. And some people be like, I cannot watch movie and read subtitle. I will not get to concentrate the word. Just the fucking Sharingan, man. If you're a fan of anime or Naruto, you should know what Sharingan is. I was people ask me, how do you watch movie and read subtitles at the same time? Like, how do you get to keep up? And I'm like, fucking Sharingan, bro. I mean, that's a joke, okay? That's a joke. But yeah. So, like, some people would download subtitles, just because they can't hear what they are watching. But you're in the cinema, right? The sound quality is good. I mean, I can start mentioning movies where the sound added a lot to the movie. I mean, I'll still go back to the Batman movie because there was a scene whereby the introduction of the Batmobile in the movie, the Batmobile came to life. And if anybody has seen that movie, you all will agree with me that the Batmobile is a character on its own. The Batmobile was like a monster. Damn, that chase scene. That chase scene on the bridge with Penguin. For fuck's sake. So yeah, the sound, it adds a lot, man, to the movies. It does. The power of sound. Picture, like I said, so picture is good. You want brightness in your movie. You want higher contrast in your movie. It just adds to the color. I mean, you have movies movies that have color palettes, right? Some movie color palettes can be orange, can be blue, can be red. I mean, you're watching on your phone, you're watching on an LCD TV. It does not add to it, man. It does not elevate the movie you are watching. If you are watching in the cinema, it elevates a lot. Picture quality enhances. You have better brightness. You have better contrast. I mean, I mean, after watching the Batman in the cinema, I tried downloading and watching on my TV, and I was not hyped for it. I was not as excited, even though I knew the movie was great, but I was not as excited, man, because it was dark. I mean, the Batman was a dark movie. So watching it at home on my TV that is not LCD TV, do you understand? So it didn't elevate to it. I just had to take it off because I knew I would not enjoy it as much as I did in the cinema. Do you understand? So yeah, it helps. I mean, and that big screen too, again, that huge screen. Yeah, in the cinema, the only thing you're focusing on is just that screen. But you're at home streaming, you're being distracted. Somebody is calling you here, somebody is calling you there. You have noise distracting you. I mean, sure, you bring up that you're using hands-free, or probably you're using AirDrop. You're using that to watch a movie. So don't worry, I'll be concentrated. No, you will not be concentrated. You will still be hearing those voices at the background, man. Take it first time from me. Take it first time from me. Going to the movies is better than streaming at home. It is just better. It elevates to the movie you're watching. You're immersed in the world building of that movie. You get to block out certain distractions. And there are other things too. It can act as a movie date. With your girlfriends. Your situationships. I mean, it just it elevates a lot, man. It just helps. It helps a lot. I mean, I am an advocate for going to the cinema to watch a movie. Even my friends knew. My colleagues, they knew. I would rather just go to the cinema to see a blockbuster movie. And we have a lot of movies coming out that will be coming out. A lot of blockbuster movies that will be coming out soon this year. Why wait for it to be on streaming before you can watch it? Why not just go to the cinema and experience it firsthand? So you not be spoiled too. I mean, spoilers are there. People are here spoiling left and right. People. I mean, there was a time I snoozed and didn't go to the cinema to watch a particular set of a particular movie at a point in time. So a friend of mine went to the cinema to see it and was just spoiling it on his status. I mean, I had to just meet his status because I was like, what the hell? What in the hell? What in the Star Wars? That was a bad joke. But I mean, you're spoiling this movie for me, man. I mean, I'll still go back to No Way Home and how people already knew beforehand that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield will be in the movie. I mean, if you weren't spoiled, you wouldn't have known, and you would have gone to the cinema not knowing anything and just experiencing their appearances, their cameos firsthand, seeing them in the suit again, seeing the three of them interact together and doing the pointing meme. I mean, that joy you get. I mean, your nipples just get hard. Your ovaries, man. Honestly, man. Honestly. I mean, I can go all day. But yeah, theater. I mean, going to the watching your movies in theater or in the cinema is just better than streaming. And yes, without doubt, I would just say again, it's benefits to streaming as well. I mean, the main focus of a movie studio, of dropping movie in theaters is to make money. I mean, sure, it is to get an audience, just like I'm trying to get an audience podcast here. The movie studio wants an audience too. I mean, how do you make money without an audience, right? So they want an audience and they need to make money, because let me tell you, money goes into making a movie. You get blockbuster movies, even not blockbuster movies, safe. There's a budget there, 200 million, 150 million, 100 million. These are not small monies. Do you understand? So 200 million goes into a movie like Spider-Man, goes into a movie like Thor. Because I mean, not just comic book movies, even regular movies on its own. Do you understand? Ready Player One. I don't know if you all remember Ready Player One from 2018. That movie had a budget of 200 million because he had a lot of visual effects, right? So you make a movie like Ready Player One with a budget of 200 million and you just dump that movie on streaming. How do you make your money? Of course you won't, because at that point in time, nobody knows about it, and the only people that would know about that movie will be people that stream on a regular basis. So you have people that don't stream on a regular basis. How do you get those people to know that, oh, Ready Player One, it's just out and it is amazing and it is fun, and yes, it's a good ass movie, and you just need to see this movie? How do you get me to know me that I am a theater person? How do you get me to know that Ready Player One is a good movie? I wouldn't, because it is on streaming. You don't just make a movie with that much budget and you just dump it on the Netflix, or you dump it straight on a Max, or you dump it straight on a Peacock, or you dump it straight on a Disney Plus or a Paramount Plus, and you expect returns from that movie. Of course not. You can't expect returns from it. I mean, streaming works better with, it is a pay per click thing, right? It's like the much people watching, like viewers clicking on that movie and streaming it. Like there's an algorithm for streaming medias. Like that's how they get to, make more movies if possible, make a sequel to a movie. I mean, that's how Netflix works. Because I mean, there was a time I questioned, how does Netflix make money from their movies? I mean, Netflix drops like 100 movies in a year. They drop like 100 movies in a year, and you don't know, because they don't do promos, or they don't market those movies. So you don't market your movies, your upcoming movies. You don't do promos for them, and you want people to see that movie. How does that work? It doesn't, because it is when you do marketing for a specific movie, that's when you get people. I mean, when you do a marketing for a movie and it keeps playing, like probably on TV, probably on YouTube. I mean, that's what marketing does, is to capture people's attention, capture audiences, capture individuals to that movie. When you polish your movie, you polish a good ass trailer. I mean, even if the movie is not good, but this trailer is nice. This trailer is enticing, right? You get people to, oh yes, I want to check this movie. I want to see what this movie is about, because the trailer is enticing. Do you understand? So you have a streaming platform like Netflix that does about 100 movies a year, and really get to watch like 10 of them, because it's that 10 that they market. So the remaining 90 or the remaining 85 that they don't market is just there. No return, no pay-per-click views, nothing. The algorithm is just, it doesn't elevate, it doesn't downgrade, it doesn't depreciate. It's just there. You understand? That is why some movies don't get sequels. That's why some movies don't get sequels. That's why some movies, they just get abandoned after the first one. Exactly, because you get studios that they've already planned, like a Marvel, right? Like a Marvel, where you have the MCU. They've already mapped out a 10-year plan. Like, okay, the movie starts with Iron Man and the movie ends. I think phase 1 ended with Avengers 1, right? Yes. So they mapped out Iron Man 1 and they've ended the plan with Avengers 1. So this studio has mapped out this cinematic universe. I mean, we all know movies now tend to do cinematic universes. This year are doing it now. Mortal Kombat, that's Midway. They're doing it now. I mean, Warner Brothers owns the rights to Mortal Kombat now, not Midway. So, but I mean, you get what I'm trying to say. So you want to create a world, you want to create a universe on this specific IP, right? And you are not informing audiences. Nobody knows about this. So how do you get the audiences you need? How do you get the reception you need? How do you get the engagements you need on that IP, on the movies that you are inventing, on the world you are building? How? So you are doing those things and you just dump those things on streaming. How do you get a reception? How do you get your money? So this is what I'm saying about how movie theaters help the streaming world. Do you understand? For example, this one is not even an example, Seth. This is something that worked. It's something that worked and worked well. This Tom Cruise movie. Top Gun Maverick. Yes. Top Gun Maverick is a living, dominance in the movie world. So because of that, Top Gun Maverick was pushed back. I mean, not just Top Gun Maverick. A lot of movies were pushed back as well. So imagine they just dumped Top Gun Maverick straight to streaming. Do you think it would have made the numbers it made in the year of 2021? Or was it 2021 or 22? I've forgotten. Top Gun Maverick in that year was, I think, the second or the third highest movie of the year, highest grossing movie of the year. The movie made $1 billion, 1.5 or 1.6 or something. I'm not really accurate with the numbers, but I'm sure it made $1 billion for sure. It made $1 billion for sure. Do you think Top Gun Maverick would have made $1 billion if it was just dumped straight on Paramount Plus? Because the studio that actually distributed Top Gun Maverick was Paramount Studios, right? And they have their streaming service called Paramount Plus. So if Top Gun Maverick was dumped straight on Paramount Plus, do you think it would have made $1 billion? Of course not. I guarantee you it would not have. It would not have made $1 billion. So Top Gun Maverick, and I mean to back up my claims, what adds to a better movie? It's if the movie as well that you're going to see in the movie theater, it's a good movie. The movie has to be good. That's just it. If the movie is not good, it does not help. So the movie has to be good. The storyline has to be impactful. The storyline cannot just go and you just lose yourself along the line. No, it has to be a good storyline. It has to be good visuals. Do you understand? It has to, be not just a good movie. It has to be a great movie. It doesn't just have to be decent. Oh, wow, yeah, the movie was decent. No, it has to be a great movie. It has to be an awesome movie. So yeah, Top Gun Maverick was a great movie. Was a good movie. Yes, it was. So Top Gun Maverick was a success because it was a blockbuster in the cinemas. People went to see it. I mean, I think it had the longest run in the cinemas, right? Yeah, I think so. I think it ran for like 2 months or so in the cinemas. Yeah. I mean, you hardly get a movie that runs for that long. So Top Gun Maverick ran for long. I think another movie that ran for long as well was like Endgame. Endgame ran for long too. I think Infinity War did as well. I mean, if we do our research, we'll probably find out like a lot of other movies did run for long. So Top Gun Maverick ran for a long time in the cinemas. And after that, I'm not going to say dumped because dumped is not the right word. So it progressed and was on streaming. It was on streaming, and that streaming service, Paramount Plus, they gained a lot more subscribers. And like I said, what makes a streaming platform a success is the subscriber rates. That is why, I mean, for a long time, Netflix had an issue of subscribers because people will subscribe and they will just share their logins to other people which is what they did. They cancelled that this year. If I'm correct, yes, they cancelled sharing of logins this year. I think what they did was, if you want to share login, then you have to like pay an extra amount of money. I think that was an option, but I think what they did was they cancelled that password sharing. That was the first thing they did. That was what I think now Netflix is on a good run now, because then it was losing a lot of money and it was on the brink of collapsing at the point. So yeah, Top Gun Maverick progressed on streaming, and the streaming platform gained more subscribers. Why? Because Top Gun Maverick was a good ass movie in the cinemas. It was a success. So this is why I said this is just to back up my claims that or a point I have that movie theaters adds to streaming as well. So just dumping a movie on streaming, just straight to streaming, does not help. It does not help whatsoever. There's a movie like that, Knives Out. The second one. I mean, the first one too was, the first one was dumped straight to streaming, but I forgot what streaming service owned the first Knives Out movie. But the second one, then Netflix purchased the rights to Knives Out, right? And they worked on the second one. They did a theatrical release of Knives Out 2. But it wasn't internationally. I think it was just domestically. Just there in US, domestically. Select theaters, wasn't just all theaters safe. Was select theaters. I think it was like 6 to 10 theaters in the US. And it ran for a week or two. And I think they got more. Was it a week? I think it was 2 weeks. 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. And they got money in that 2 weeks. They got more money that they would have gotten from just dumping it straight on streaming. And I was like, oh, you would think Netflix would want to start releasing their movies on theaters first before dumping on streaming straight. I mean, there's this new movie Zack Snyder is working on called Rebel Moon. Rebel Moon is like a Star Wars-esque type movie. You think they would do that with Rebel Moon, but no, Rebel Moon is direct to streaming as well. And I'm like, is Netflix not learning anything? But I mean, yeah. Well, but yeah, with my points and with my data here, movie releases helps with streaming. It just helps. It helps. Not just Top Gun Maverick, with other movies as well. I mean, I can mention other movies that I think has helped the streaming media from, dropping your movies in the theaters. But I mean, enough said. The question goes to you guys. Do you think, I mean, which would you pick? Would you pick going to the theaters to see your movie, or would you just rather just sit at home and stream it? Question goes to you. Let me know your opinions in my Twitter. Just send me a message on Twitter and let me know what you guys think. With that down, let's go to the second thing I would like to talk about today. And the second thing is Sound of Freedom. Okay, so I went to this cinema around my place. It's called Blue Pictures in City Mall. So because I actually have like I think I have their number on WhatsApp or something like that. So I do get updates, probably movie releases, what time they'll be showing it and all of that. So there was this update about free tickets to come and see Sound of Freedom. Immediately I was like, why are they giving out free tickets to this movie? I mean, I initially didn't know anything about this movie because it wasn't part of, when you go into the New Year's, you get to anticipate. I mean, they are like most anticipated movies of the year, and I think I did that before. I mean, I did that on my WhatsApp status. I posted like movies I would want to see this year and all of that. I mean, I've seen a couple that is out, And there are those movies that just comes out that you don't anticipate that they just come out. Some of them end up being good, some of them not so good. You understand? So, Sound of Freedom was another movie. I mean, I didn't know a movie like Sound of Freedom would be coming out this year or something like that. So when I found out, free tickets. I mean, first thing that came to my mind was free tickets. I just texted a couple of my friends. I'm going to go watch a movie. I mean, you hardly get movie theaters giving out free tickets in Nigeria to come and see free movie. Where? In Lagos, in Nigeria. Where? So like, it was a new thing, it was different, and yeah, I just texted a couple of my friends like, Alpha, let's go and see this movie. Even if the movie is not good, I mean, just being there, just being in the theater, collecting AC, interacting just to meet new people, and I mean, the fun of it, or just to be in that cinema to go and see that movie. Yeah, so we ended up going to see Sound of Freedom, and I think I asked like two of my friends or three to ask like, why is this movie streaming like showing for free? And two of them said the movie was banned. It was restricted from showing in some certain countries, right? So I needed to have an idea of why this movie was banned from movie theaters. So I went there, was at with two of my friends. So some of them could not make it, and both of my friends were there. So we got to the cinema, we filled out a form. I don't know what the form was for. Probably to track the free tickets that they had at the time. I mean, yeah. So I think that was what that was for. So I think we arrived like 10 minutes late. So we entered. I mean, even though it was free tickets, it still wasn't like a packed cinema. I think theaters now are having troubles having a packed room because of streaming. I mean, I would say streaming will be the death of cinema. That's just it. Streaming will be the death of cinema, to be honest. So yeah, it wasn't a packed cinema, but a packed theater room. But nevertheless, people were still there to come and see this movie, right? Me, I was just trying to understand why this movie was banned. So, Sound of Freedom is a movie based on child trafficking. It's about a detective that saved a boy that was being trafficked. So he saved this boy, only to find out that the boy's other sister is also being trafficked as well. So he saw it as his mission, to make sure that he rescues this girl, because he sort of had a bond with the boy. So the boy gave him like his sister's necklace. He basically just promised the boy that I was going to like save his sister. He met up with the girl's father and all. Just a single dad with two kids trying to navigate life and all. I think it was based on is it truly based or loosely based on a real life story? I'm not sure. I didn't exactly like make an extensive research on the movie, to be honest. So, I mean, yeah, I was trying to see this movie and trying to see what this movie was about. And people that know me knows that I'm a bit harsh on movies. Like, if the movie is not good, I am very honest. I will tell you this movie is not good. This movie is good, and all of that. So I was in this movie. Yeah, this movie started. I mean, I missed. There was a couple of sequences in between the opening cast and crew of the movie. A couple of sequences were in play. I actually missed that. I didn't know what was going on there. But like the opening scene, right, was about a guy in his house trying to sell pics of trafficked kids. So I think they'll kidnap them, take their pictures, then put their pictures on the dark web so they can sell. So it's like an auction, right? It's like you trying to get things online. Okay, I want this blender. No, I don't like this version of this blender. So I think so that was what it was. So they were selecting kids like they were like models of phones or models of blenders online to buy. So that was what that dark web. I think that was what that guy was doing in that scene. So he pulled up the pictures of those kids and communicating to, and there was like a live chat thing there. So it was communicating with them. So it was them to like now select. I mean, you know how you go to ShopRite to select what you want to buy, or online to select the phone that you want, and all those things, yeah. So they were in the house. It wasn't that way because it was actually playing music. I know it was on headphones listening to songs. So he didn't know the cops were in the house trying to bust him. So they busted him. They found, I mean, those were clear evidences of what he was trying to do or what he was doing. Clear evidences of what he was doing, right? So they busted him, evidence is there. They took him to the station. He was in an holding cell. They interrogated him. I mean, he was being interrogated. You need to understand that at this point in the movie, I wasn't fully immersed. I wasn't paying attention as much because I just got in, and that was like the first scene. I think then I was on my phone because somebody else was coming in to see the same movie we're seeing. So I was trying to communicate with this my friend, trying to tell him what he needs to do so he can get in. Why? So the next thing was I put my head up to continue this movie I was seeing. And next thing I know, the same detective that busted this guy was in a cafe with the same guy that they arrested in the cafe having a coffee. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Immediately I was lost. I was like, what? You already arrested this guy, you already busted him. You already had evidences, to like charge him. And the next thing I know, you're in the cafe having coffee with this criminal. And I'm like, what's happening? What's going on? And after the conversation, they arrested him again in the cafe. I mean, cops came in. It was like a reinforcement thing. Like, he called in reinforcements. It was like a planned. Whereby police want to arrest somebody. They'll send in somebody to go and talk to him. I mean, there are cops outside waiting for that call. Just come in and bust that guy. Do you understand? So that was what happened in that scene. Police came in, they busted him, they forcefully held him, they handcuffed him and all. It was like, probably he was trying to like get another evidence, probably like a video or a voice evidence of him doing those things. I really do not understand what happened in that scene. Because you already arrested this guy, he was already in an holding cell. There was evidence to put this guy behind bars. Fine, like completely. And next thing I know, you're in a cafe with him having coffee, discussing, busting him again. That scene was hilarious. It was confusing. Yeah, I mean, but Sound of Freedom was a slowly paced movie. It was a slow burner. It wasn't a fast burner. It was slow. The movie started slow. The pacing was slow. I mean, if you're not the type that watches movie, that truly watches movie, you will get tired and you will not want to continue. You probably sleep off, or probably like check your TikToks or your Twitter or your Instagram or something. So yeah, it was a slow burner. It was slowly paced. It was extremely slowly. I'm having problem getting my words out. It was extremely slowly paced. It was a slowly paced movie. Along the lines, I wasn't really understanding what was going on, but later on, it picked up, and I could, understand the storyline. I could understand the protagonist, the characters, the set piece. I mean, where the police station, where the set pieces, and what was going on at what times, and yeah. Sound of Freedom is not my cup of tea. It's not my cup of tea. And I wouldn't say the movie should be banned because of child trafficking. To be very honest, I don't know why it was banned. I don't understand why that movie was banned. If it was based on the context of the movie, I would say it is a fucked up reason to ban that movie. I mean, other than the fact that the movie was not so good. The movie was not so good. The movie was poor. I wouldn't say it was okay. That's just me being harsh. I would just say it's a decent movie. That's just what I would say. But it was not good. It wasn't great. It wasn't something I would pressure people to go to the cinema to go and see. But then again, this is just my own opinion. I'm not trying to like enforce people on my opinions. Like I said in my introduction, in the description of my podcast, this is just for me to give you my own opinions. Then it is now up to you to use my opinions if you want to create your own well-informed opinions and what you think about the movie. So yeah, Sound of Freedom, if I was to rate that movie, I would give it a 5/10. Why? I wasn't immersed in it. It was slowly paced for me. The storyline was not strong. Wasn't a strong plot. Wasn't it? Nah. The characterizations. I mean, the characterization too was. What I would say nailed it was the performance. I don't know the actors that were in the movies, the child actors and all, but they give their all in it. I mean, it's a series I watch called Manifest. Manifest has a ridiculous storyline, but the actors, they do a great job by making you believe what was going on in that movie, by making you believe the storyline. So I mean, a great performance can make you like a movie. Do you understand? A movie cannot be 10. A movie cannot be 10 out of 10. Probably you might hate the sound. Probably you might hate the storyline, but probably the performance might be good. That will make you love the movie. Probably the set piece. Probably, I mean, like that's what I'm saying. Like a movie cannot be 10 out of 10 on like everything. Something might make you love the movie. Something might make you hate it. Do you understand? So I think the only thing that made me love Sound of Freedom was the performance. Performances were good. They were good. The child actors they used, I mean, they acted up, man. The performances were great. The boys' performance, the little girl he was trying to rescue, the girl's performance as well. The protagonist's performance. I mean, I don't know his name because, like I said, I wasn't fully immersed in the movie. So yeah, the performances were good. They were top notch. I think that was the only little takeaway. That was the only like positive thing about the movie. That was the only positive thing I would say. So yeah, I mean, question is up to you as well. What do you think about Sound of Freedom? If you have not seen it, if you would like to see it, do see it and do reach out. Let me know what you think about it. Share your opinions and we'll discuss it on the next episode of the Film Fanatics. With that down, let's go into movies that will be releasing. I mean, what movies to expect in the month of October? What movies should you expect in the month of October? I mean, if we're talking cinematic wise, I mean, like you know me, I am an advocate of the cinema. So the movie coming out in cinemas in the month of October, I mean, there are quite a lot. I don't know if I should give you the ones I am anticipating or just what's coming out, basically. But I mean, but there are a lot. And some of them actually have their trailers out right now. So I mean, so I have them here. The first one here is Appendage. I don't know what Appendage is about. I don't have an idea what Appendage is about. I don't know who stars in Appendage. But let me make my research right now. So yeah, Appendage is a drama horror genre movie. It's a movie about a young fashion designer who seems fine on the surface but secretly struggles with deliberating self-doubt. Soon, these buried feelings begin to make Anna physically sick and sprout into a ferocious growth on her body. Well, I'm not interested. I'll probably see it. Okay, it's a straight to streaming thing. Okay. It's a streaming movie. It's a direct to streaming movie. So you all ye horror lovers, Appendage should be something you should watch. I mean, I am an horror movie person. I love watching horror movies. And so far so good. On all the horrors I've seen in like the past 5 years, no horror has been worth my time. None has been worth my time, to be honest. None has been. So Appendage, I think I'll have if I was to scale this on my if I was to scale this on if I would like to see it or not, it would be like it's out of them, to be honest. Because yeah. Oh well, the Appendage, drama horror, starring Adley Robinson, Rachel Sennott, Emily Hampshire. I mean, I don't know these people. I don't know these people. So yeah, the next one is The Boogeyman. The Boogeyman. The Boogeyman. The Boogeyman is a horror mystery as well. Yes. Another horror movie straight to streaming. The Boogeyman starring Sophie Thatcher. Oh, David Dalsmarchian. Okay. If you don't know David Dalsmarchian, he has been in a lot of movies. A lot of DC movies as well. He has played, if you've seen the Suicide Squad movie, he played Polka Dot Man. He has been in Gotham. He has been in a whole ass movie. He has been in The Flash. He played this time traveler in The Flash, this villain that claims he's a magician, but it's this tech that, I mean, in the past looks like magic. So yeah, that's David Dalsmarchian. I'll probably give this a watch. Oh, Chris Messina, Madison. Oh, okay. The cast looks solid, so I'll probably see this one. Maddie Nichols. Yeah, I'll probably see The Boogeyman. Yeah. So The Boogeyman is coming out. When is this coming out? The release date is 2nd June. Oh wow. This one not even come out since I was calling something that was already out already. My bad. I'm very, very sorry for that. But yeah, another movie coming out in the month of October is The Exorcist, the new Exorcist movie. Then again, this is for my horror viewing audience, horror lovers. This is an horror movie. If you're a fan of the Exorcist movie, yeah, you should be a fan of it. You should be anticipating this new Exorcist movie. It's called Exorcist the Believer. Yeah, Exorcist Believer. It has a runtime of 1 hour and 51 minutes. Coming out on the 6th of October. 6th of October. It stars Ellen Bernstein, Olivia Malcolm, Lydia Jewett, Leslie Odom Jr. Only Leslie Odom Jr. I know in this stacked cast. But yeah, The Exorcist coming out 6th of October. Then we have, I think should be my most anticipated movie of the month of October, Craving the Hunter. Craving the Hunter. Craving the Hunter. I mean, Marvel lovers should know who Craving the Hunter is. Craving the Hunter is a villain of the titular hero Spider-Man. Yeah, and they are giving Craven his own movie. I mean, compared to the movies coming out in October, I'm not supposed to be that anticipated about this movie. But I'm seeing the movie is coming out in the next month, and yeah, Craven just has to be there. Craven just has to be there. I mean, I've seen the first trailer, and I would say, I have some complaints, but with see Craven. Craven is coming out in theaters, not in streaming, not direct to streaming, in theaters, October. So you all should go see Craven the Hunter. You all should go and see Craven the Hunter. The next one I am also anticipating has to be Killers of the Flower Moon. Killers of the Flower Moon trailer is out as well. You can see that on YouTube. Killers of the Flower Moon is coming out 20th of October 2023. And it stars, it's a stacked cast, to be honest. Killers of the Flower Moon has a stacked cast. I have not seen the trailer. The trailer is out, but I've actually not seen it. So it stars Leonardo DiCaprio, stars Lily Gladstone, stars Jesse Plemons, stars Robert De Niro, stars Brendan Fraser, stars, this is a stacked cast, to be honest. So yeah, I changed my mind. Killers of the Flower Moon has to be my most anticipated movie. But I'm actually not sure if it's a theatrical release movie. It is releasing in the cinemas, but I am not sure if it will be releasing internationally or if it's just a domestic release. That I am not sure yet. But if it is an international release, I'll be going to the cinema to go and see this, because it is directed by Martin Scorsese. Yeah. If you don't know who Martin Scorsese is, he's actually one of the best directors of all time now. One of the best directors of all time, Martin Scorsese. In that list you have Steven Spielberg. Yeah. Steven Spielberg. In that list you also have what's this man's name, safe? This man that is known for his Quentin Tarantino. Yes, Quentin Tarantino is mostly known for his shots, his close-up shots, his close-ups. Yeah. David Fincher, Christopher Nolan, Tim Burton. Yeah. So Martin Scorsese is one of the actors of all time. So yeah, Killers of the Flower Moon, The Exorcist, The Believer, Craving the Hunter, Appendage, The Boogeyman. Yeah, a lot of movies coming out. Even Chucky series season 3 is coming out next month. Loki season 2 is also coming out next month. So we have a lot. We have The Burial, a movie starring this funny actor. He's not just funny, he's also a great performer. Well, he's always just funny to me, to be honest. But we all know him. His name is Jamie Foxx. We also have Johnny Smollett. Johnny Smollett plays Black Canary in the Birds of Prey movie. Tommy Lee Jones is there. Yeah. A good cast. So you can see The Burial. The Burial is releasing. When is it releasing, Seth? Let me check that. Hold on. Yeah, The Burial is releasing 6th of October 2023, and it's a theatrical release too. So yeah, you should go and see it. Jamie Foxx will be there. I know a lot of us love Jamie Foxx as a performer. I love Jamie Foxx as well too. So I'll definitely be seeing The Burial. So yeah, Saw X. If you're a lover of the Saw franchises, I didn't like the last Saw movie. I only love Chris Rock, because Chris Rock is a funny performer. Is a funny actor. Chris Rock was there, but I wasn't a fan of the last Saw movie, because it was more of comedy than more of horror. And the Saw movie, the Saw franchise is actually known for being a horror franchise. So seeing the last one was a comedy, more of an horror movie. So I actually didn't like that. But I hope Saw X is good. I've not seen the trailer. The trailer is out. I've not seen it yet. So yeah, Saw X is coming out 29th of October. Also, this is for my horror movie viewers. If you're not an horror movie person, this is probably not the movie for you. But if you'd want to, probably step out of your comfort zone, from your drama, your romance comfort zone, and probably want to see an horror movie, you should probably see Saw X. I've been hearing good reviews from Saw X, so give that a watch. Definitely give that a watch. And we also have Five Nights of Freddy's. I think the month of October is the month of horror. Yeah, I think so. Month of October is a month of horror. So we horror movie lovers will be eating good this month. Not this month, but month of October, yeah. We'll be eating good in the next month. So yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's coming out 29th of October. I think is it a series or a movie? Is that a series or a movie? Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh yeah, it's a movie. It's a movie. It's a movie. It's an horror. It's an horror thriller. So yeah, 29th of October. Definitely see Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, and there's a movie coming out as well called Dumb Money. Dumb Money. Dumb Money. Yeah, Dumb Money is a drama. Is a drama comedy. Dumb Money is a drama comedy. Yeah, a lot of people has been anticipating this movie. Yes, straight to the cinemas. It's starring Paul Dano, Shailene Woodley, Seth Rogen, okay, Pete Davidson, okay, Sebastian Stan. Oh wow. Wow. American Ferrera. Oh, okay. I am definitely seeing Dumb Money. Wow, why can't I get my words out correctly? I'm just stuttering here. Yeah, Paul Dano. Just don't get me started on Paul Dano as a performer. Paul Dano is a good actor. Go and see his works. Definitely go and see his works. It was awesome as the Riddler in the Batman. It was awesome in the movie The Fabelmans. I mean, everything I've seen in The Prisoners, basically everything I've seen Paul Dano in, he has been good. Paul Dano is a good performer. He's an awesome, a terrific performer. I am definitely seeing this movie, Dumb Money. Dumb Money. Drama comedy. Okay. So yeah, there are a lot on the list here, but those are the ones I feel like I'll be anticipating to watch the month of October. Definitely a month of horror movie lovers. So definitely, go to the cinemas, support these movies, give them the love that they deserve so that they can get the sequel that you would like as well. Do you understand? A lot of movies have flopped. A lot of movies has canned this year because nobody has gone to the cinemas to see them. I mean, I actually didn't want to start listing them out, but a lot of them. So with that down, you guys should send your opinions. Would you about the movies you'd be looking forward to seeing? Are they in the lists of what I just mentioned? If not, let me know. Probably your top 5 or your top 10 movies you'll be anticipating you would want to see in the month of October. Get them to me. Slide in my DMs on Twitter at Teddy Newell. Don't forget at Teddy Newell. Capital letter T, capital letter N, TEDDYNUEL. Get your comments in. Get your opinions in. Probably anything you want me to improve on. Probably anything you want me to discuss. Probably anything entirely. Just get them to me. Let's discuss them on the next episode of the Film Fanatic. With that down, there was something I actually wanted to do, but I was supposed to have my co-host here today with me. It wasn't just supposed to be just only me doing this thing. There was supposed to be a co-host. Yeah. So this looks rough because it's my first time doing this first episode. It is not scripted. It is structured but not scripted. If it was to be scripted, everything would have been going this, that. There'll be no time for jokes in between, and Yes, I was actually supposed to have a host or probably like a guest here, so we can actually play like a movie quiz. But because due to some reasons best known to him, he wasn't here today. So here today to do this episode with me. So because of that, I actually won't be doing a movie quiz or a movie game. But you guys should anticipate that just anticipate that in like upcoming episodes. So yeah, we're supposed to be doing a movie quiz or a movie game. So next episode, upcoming episodes, you should be seeing that. Yeah, you should be seeing us playing those movie quizzes and games. So yeah, definitely expect and anticipate that. And definitely anticipate my co-host and probably more guests as well here too. So yeah, with that down, that brings us to the end of today's pilot episode of the Film Fanatics. I also want to give a special thank you and a shout out to you guys, for listening. It's because of you guys I'm doing this, man. It's because of you guys I'm doing this. I'm putting in this work. Sitting down. I mean, I don't watch movies for fun anymore. Watching movies now is like a gig. It's like a gig now. No, we have to watch. We have to start analyzing. How to analyze the script, analyze the plot, analyze the characterization, and analyze the visual effects, the cinematography, the set piece, all that. Do you understand? So it is a gig. It's more or less a job now. So I am doing this for you guys. So you guys can show an appreciation as well. Show your love by coming to my DMs. Like I said, this is at Teddy. That is capital letter TEDDY, capital letter NUEL on Twitter. On Twitter, I'll be sending, let you guys know my Instagram handle as well soon enough. And probably we could have a Discord channel, so we can, probably on a live episode, you guys will just be dropping in your comments. So we'll be tackling them probably on a fan episode. On the fan episode, we'll be discussing fan mails, tackling fan suggestions, tackling fan opinions. You guys, I'm doing this for you. I'm here for you all, putting in the work, putting that work. Like the way Catwoman puts in work for Batman. Like the way Batman suffers, strides for Gotham City, jumps up rooftops. Like the way Green Arrow, Oliver Queen puts in the work for Star City. They have money, but still at night they'll be jumping rooftops. It's not because they have money to be chill at home, live their lives, but because of the love they have for their city, because of the love they have for the masses, they are here jumping rooftops, fighting crimes, saving people. That's what I'm doing here, saving the movie theaters as an advocate. Yeah, so you guys should, get your comments in, get your opinions in, get your suggestions in. I'll be sure to tackle each and every one of those. Special thanks to you guys. Special thanks to, myself, my co-host that is not here, fucked up guy, my producer as well, So yeah, see you guys on the next episode of the pod. This is Teddy Noel signing out. Goodbye.